Welcome to the Carr and Seguin Show, hosted by Devon Carr and Paul Seguin, where two Michiganders dive into real estate, outdoors, community building, and everything in between. Welcome to another episode 111 of the Carr and Seguin Show.
Creeping up.
Do 111. How many hole-in-ones have you had?
Zero.
Johnny?
Unfortunately, I'll have to up Devin and say I've also had zero. Scared you there for a second, didn't I?
I was like 4 or 5.
I've only ever seen 2 in my life.
You've seen 2?
I've seen 2, right, waiting on the box because people have held us up, and I've seen 2. I've never... And a buddy of mine that we shoot with, he's the worst golfer of our whole bunch, and that...
He's got one.
He's got one.
Well,
right?
So I mean that is a little part of the game of golf. You know, the more you play, the more luck you may have. Just more opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be there to have the opportunity to hit it in the hole. But
yep.
I know it is sometimes frustrating.
One of these days
to watch those just hackers like, wow, he just got hole in one.
Yeah, right. Can you believe that?
Yeah. Sad enough to say, I think that the closest one I've ever had has probably been. Still 2 feet away, probably.
That's a shot.
Yeah.
I'd take that.
Yeah.
Paul's got a couple.
2.
Wow, good.
One on a par 3 and one par 4. Yeah.
Isn't a par 4?
What?
Would that be an albatross?
Yeah, and a hole in one.
And a hole in one.
one.
So it's a hole in one with an asterisk because it's multiple things.
It's a par 4. Oh man, I've literally flown it in the cup probably at least 3 or 4 times, and
bounce
then
out.
Just bounce out. I mean, one actually was at Idlewild number. What is it now though? I think it's actually the back 9, so 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13. Whatever. One of the back guys. The first hole, it's short, like 125. You know, the hole and then the divot was literally right next to the cup. And because, you know, the cups they have are those hard metal ones, it just obviously hit the top of the cup and just went. But, I mean, the divot
was right on the edge.
Right on the edge of the hole.
You ruined the hole for everybody else.
Yeah. I remember texting whoever, I think Jason was there at the time. I was like, you're going to want to send out a new cup for 14. Did you destroy it? Yep.
Now, when you say the metal cup, what are the other ones?
Some are plastic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the actual cup themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some are. I think they use plastic more now than ever.
Okay.
I think they used to be all metal.
So I was gonna say, I think
steel
I've only
or whatever.
seen like plastic ones.
Yeah.
At least not that I pay attention.
But plastic.
Most of the time,
would
my
even,
brother goes, "Oh, that's a gimme. You don't have to make it in the hole." I say, okay. So I don't really get to look too often.
Yeah. No, that part. Well, my first one was in high school at Hilltop in Canton. I was playing with Bobby Geisinger. Shout out to Bobby. His hole number, I think it's either 2 or 11. I don't know. I always forget. I haven't played that course in a long time either. But we were playing the back tips. I just remember being like 210. I hit a 4-iron. I remember that. Obviously, you're going to remember those. And hit a decent shot. Pin was way in the back back right of the green.
Okay.
My ball landed right up front left, and it was kind of 4-iron, just a low shot, so it was just a runner. And you're just sitting there, and this thing just is running.
It just keeps
and
going.
running, and it's going. I mean, it's going to the hole, and I just remember Bobby like, "Go in," and then it just disappeared. It just gone into the bottom of the cup. And I just remember freaking taking off running around the freaking tee box. And
how'd you buy beer for everybody?
There's no beers bought in that day.
Oh,
thank God.
What about soda pop?
You know, actually, there was like nobody there. It was like an early spring round.
Okay.
It's cold. No one was there. There was not many people to have to do that to. The guy in the freaking pro shop didn't even believe it, too. He's like, yeah, right. I'm like, no. And then the group of older guys that were on 12's tee, obviously they heard me screaming,
Right.
running around, and they're like, oh, hey, congrats, dude, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then they were in, they're like, no, he did. We were there. Like, yeah, there's my freaking witnesses,
Right.
you little whine, not believing me. Like, yeah, I'm going to lie about that.
Hey, Paul, here's a great question for you. All right, so me and you and Devon were out golfing. We bring you along just because we need an extra person to look in the woods for our balls, right?
Yeah.
And we went up on to the green. How close do we got to get before you would give us a gimme on a putt? What's your gimme limit?
I don't know. I'm not one of those sticklers.
All right,
3 feet,
3 feet. Wow. Okay, that's some distance.
2 feet.
Devin, what do you normally give?
I don't know. I think
A foot or less.
I'm like maybe a 16 to 18 inch person. I might say gimme, but
a couple feet.
all right.
I mean, depending on. I mean, if he's got like
If
a
it's
real,
a big break,
then
I ain't giving you squat.
yeah. If it's something like
But
where he
if-
just taps it in.
But if
pretty
we're
much.
at like freaking, flat plain Idlewild where nothing breaks, I don't even care at 3 feet. You just got to jam it in the center of the cup.
Right.
You walk away. You're good. Just pick it up. Whatever.
Yeah, hell, I might miss a lot of those threes.
I always find it funny how the golfers, they get off, and they go to their interview, and then they're like, "Well, yeah, on 16 I shot this, and then I had on 14 I duffed that one, and then I was shooting 2, blah blah blah." And then half the time when I get done with one hole, I have to look back and go, "I did 1, 2."
Recount
On
them
to
all.
the next hole. Yeah, I got to recount them all, and they're just
past-
replaying everything in their mind.
It's over double par, so who cares? Just
Yeah,
put me
yeah,
down for a 6.
yeah.
Same.
I lost 3 balls. Just make it a 9. It's okay. Just make it a 9.
No, it's the double par maximum. It's like we do in the high school, boy. It's doubles your max and move on. Let's go. Keep the pace of play
Oh,
rolling here.
do they do that in high school golf?
I mean, depending
Oh, I didn't know that they did that.
depending on the team we play.
Yeah.
Just because it could be a long day if we
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
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 Which is, I mean, it's a fair enough rule. I mean,
One-
if you keep triple bogeying everything, the chance of you winning are probably pretty
Yeah.
slim.
God, I could just imagine how many balls I'd still have if I had to pick up.
Yeah.
Pick up. I get to pick up in the fairway.
I'm done.
Yeah.
See you in the next tee. I'm gonna crack another beer. It was so fun. I was actually on the way here because I'll just like let freaking the reels just go through as I'm driving or whatever, just to hear them. You know, Bob Does Sports. You ever hear about that
No.
that crew? You know, a Good? You ever heard of Good?
Yeah, I think so.
And then Bob Does Sports. They're kind of like the two same kind of. They're a young group of guys. All they do is golf, and
Okay.
they're huge, right? They're huge influencers, and all they do is just golf and drink and whatever, right? Well, Bob Does Sports. He just had a reel today where he's like golfing with these two guys, and Frank is the guy's name, and Bob's just going off how much he's like, just a freaking legend and a trendsetter of how we should be as golfers, and he's like, Frank just had a horrible day. He started the first 5 holes. Let's just say it's one of the worst first 5 holes I've ever seen anyone play. And he's reminding you, this guy's 95 years old, so he could care less about rules. He could care less about anything. He served freaking Vietnam. Like, the man doesn't care about anything. He just
Right.
lives Frank's way of life, or Fred, whatever it was. And so after the 5th hole, Bob was like, he just says, "Screw it, I'm leaving. I'll see you at the clubhouse, boys." And then the other guy's like, whoa, where are you going? He's like, "I don't care. I'm going to the clubhouse. I'm done. See you on the turn, boys." And he's like, he goes, we see him after the turn, and he's just freaking hammered. He's just chugging back beers. And he's like, "That's it. It's changed my life. I no longer, even if I'm 5 over after 3 holes, I'm just going to the clubhouse and have a chicken Caesar wrap."
The Fred life.
The Fred life. Yeah, he even said that. He was like, "Fred has changed my life. There's no reason of playing 18 holes if it starts off that bad. Just say, screw it. Go to the clubhouse and start drinking." It was funny. But, see, I mean, golf can just bring out, it brings out every side of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
and it is a love-hate relationship to the core. Because it only takes one good shot or one good hole where you're just like, oh, that felt so good.
I know, it does feel good.
And the rest, all the rest of the 17 holes could be just squash, and you're just like, well, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Because then I just hope to put 18 of those all together.
Right, yeah.
But no, it's yeah. And then the second one was I was playing with a bunch of guys. I used to work at Mark Chevrolet in Wayne, selling some whips, as we used to call it. Selling what was our slanging whips like potato chips? But we used to play every Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. at Gateway Golf Club, which is right there, just south of the dealership. And yeah, it was I think hole number 7, which is like a 310-yard par 4, a little downhill. So don't worry, I don't smash the ball that far. But just hit a good drive. Didn't think anything of it. You know, we're all getting up there, and I'm looking for my ball.
Naturally.
Yeah. I'm like, I did hit it pretty good, like maybe. And with it being downhill, like, okay, yeah, maybe I did reach the green, but I'm like, I can't find it anywhere. It's down the middle.
Right.
Right? I'm like, where the frick's my ball? Well, as I'm looking, I didn't realize that Todd dropped 2, like hit 2 shots onto the green. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I just,
missed it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, there's 4 balls. So I just grab my putter and walk up because of the way the hole was and the carts or whatever. And I'm like, oh, wait, that's not mine. What? No, none of these are mine. What the frick? Like, what is this? So I started looking around the green, and I remember, what's his face? Not Rich. I don't know, the old man we were playing with. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm looking for my ball still. He's like, you haven't found your drive? I'm like, no. And then Casey was like, well, hate to be the bearer of this news, but there is a dew, because it was early in the morning still, and there's still dew lines.
Right.
He's like, there's a dew line just going right to the hole. I'm like, no way. And I like, Todd's like right there. He's like, oh shit, it's in the hole. I'm like, no freaking way. And sure enough, there it was. And the dew line was perfect. Just like, it must have landed 20 yards in front of the green, because it was like, boop, you see the dot, and then just right in.
That would be fabulous.
And that one
God.
cost me a decent amount. Yeah. Yeah, we went to...
That's a good way to start your work day.
Oh, I didn't do any work that day. That's how that day ended.
Take the day off already.
I would have went to work just to brag.
Yeah.
Well, I think we went back to work because we always carpooled from work we always would meet there at 6:30 and then drive to the course real quick. And I think someone had a delivery or something, and so we had to come back, and then we went down the road, which they called the West Office.
I'm gonna go check out the West Office.
US 12 right there off of Michigan Ave. Yeah, racked up a nice hefty bill there. I think people from the dealership just kept showing up because they're like, "Oh no, there's beers on Paul." I'm like,
yeah.
What? No.
Stop it.
Who's telling everybody this? It's only supposed to be us who was in the foursome,
right?
Like, stop it. No, I remember just being like, "What was this?" I'm like, "Yeah, just a $400 bar tab. Don't worry about it."
It's okay. It happens, sweetie.
She just didn't get the concept. She's like, "Wait, so you're the one who made the hole in one, but then you have to pay for everything?" I'm like, "That's just how it works." Mm-hmm. She's like, "That makes no sense. Shouldn't it be the other way around?" I'm like, nope, because it's so rare, you're buying.
Right.
Yeah. No, I even just had one the other day. Over at Golden, just lipped right out. Just straight bender. I'm like, oh, well, that just lipped. That would have been nice.
Which one was it on?
Number 2.
Woods Lakes.
1, 2.
Is it the
Golden?
Oh, Golden's the first one.
So 11, 10, 11, 12. 12, par 3 on the back.
I don't think I've played Golden. I've played the wood. There's the
nice.
Woods, the lakes, and then is there Golden, or is there Woods, lakes, and something else?
So yeah, I think there's 27 at the Classic.
Yeah.
Woods, lakes, something else.
And then there's Golden.
And then there's Golden Fox, which is more of like a championship 18-hole course. Mm-hmm. And then there's Strategic, the par 3.
Yeah.
and then they have a huge short game practice area over by the learning center.
Right.
That's awesome. That's where I switched over my membership to there.
Okay.
Yeah, for just range in the short game. I don't know. There's huge talk that because Fox Hills, the original sisters who created Fox Hills, sold it last year off to a private group that was a bunch of guys who used to be with Club Corp, which is a huge private golf club management company. I mean, Troon and Club Corp are probably like the largest golf management companies probably in this world, I would almost say, but definitely in America. And so there was a group of guys that left Club Corp and started their own, and there's been this talk in the air. I've heard it. It's crazy. I've heard it now from like 3 different people, but then I have personal sources like, so Bill Durham, who's the GM now of Fox Hills, oversees all the operations. He used to be Madonna's head golf coach, but he also worked at the Livonia courses as the director of golf. So I know him, and then Nick Kuba, who used to be the head pro at Idlewild, and then just have known him through just the industry. Mm-hmm. He's now the director of food and beverage over there, and I've talked to both of them, and from what they're telling me, there is no plans, but there's the guy I played a practice round at Plum Hollow for the U.S. Open qualifier. One of the guys in our group said the same thing. He's like, "Oh yeah, they're going to turn Golden private," and I'm like, "Really?"
No.
He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "That's what I heard they're doing. Their plan is turning that into private and to a country club."
No.
I'm like, "Really?" That's weird. So of course I get on the phone. I text Nick and I text Bill, and I'm like, "Is this true?" And no. Why would we do that? You know how many banquets and weddings we would lose because of obviously.
My buddy got married there. Dan, who did the Dave Fonz with us.
Oh really?
He got married there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! No, it's a nice place, dude. The freaking brunch is killer. But not for $65 a freaking head. Jesus, I mean, I even told Nick, I said, "Hey, dude, yeah, you got to lower that price though, bro. Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a brunch person. Like, I haven't visited many.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. But I mean, they got it all, and it's amazing. They do it right, and to the very freaking T of every kind of food you can think of, it's there. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I remember even my in-laws used to take us. I think it was for every, I don't know if it was Easter or what, but we used to go.
Okay.
Until it just got really expensive. They're like, "Yeah, well, we're going to stop that."
Right.
I'm like, "Yeah, I wouldn't pay freaking $45 a head either." Kids, 20 like some odd dollars, and they're barely even eating food.
Yeah. Right.
They're just running around the whole freaking time. It's like, well, that was a waste. But I don't know.
I hope it doesn't go private.
No, that was the thing I even said. I was like, dude, I mean, you can still do weddings because country clubs do as well.
Right.
And country clubs do outings, but they don't do as many as I'm sure they already have on the books.
Right.
You know? So you would lose a lot of that. Yeah, you're arguing, now you're getting, initiations and dues, so who freaking cares? I don't know. I think it's too designed and set up publicly to then try to just make Golden private with how much it all just like kind of is inclusive.
So you're saying they would make Golden private but leave
the
other
the classic still public, strategic public.
Oh.
It was just, the word is just Golden is going private. Because it is it's a nice golf course.
See, I haven't played Golden.
It's a nice shape. When you play it, I wouldn't say it's like Plum Hollow condition. Like Plum Hollow was just, USGA just freaking obviously made it insanely nice. Mm-hmm. Like just really good shape. But I think the spring that we've had so far, a lot of courses should be in good shape. I mean, they've had
rain.
It's just been perfect. You got rain, warm. Dude, you talk about ample growth weather. We've had it. So it's in nice shape. I mean, it's definitely a top public golf course here in our area, 100%. Mm-hmm. And I think if you did turn it private, you got the course for a private course. to easily, just charge pretty decent with everybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Decent initiation and some dues. And I think it'd just be hard. A country club, like, you're very excluded, right?
You know what?
It's member.
Public running around.
Yeah, it's too much all right there in one area just to say, oh, nope, country club members only now.
Right.
Which, I guess you could in a way just because they have their own parking lot.
Yeah, but then the driving range is right there.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
You're going to have all the public right
because Classic doesn't
there.
have one.
Right.
You got to go use that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you limit that? How do you control that? You going to force everyone over to the strategic side driving range then? Because the driving range dual zone, dual
Right.
lanes.
Now, can you, like, if you were just going there to driving range now, can you go to the strategic side, or does it have to always be
That's actually where I
Golden
go.
side?
Yeah, I always go. You can go either or.
Either or.
Yeah, because they got a machine.
You just,
You just put your
machine.
card, or like if you go buy in the pro shop, they just put a pin in and
Right.
it kicks the balls out right there on both sides. But I like the strategic side because I also have the short game membership, which is right there. So I'll go hit balls and then I'll go to the short game area because it's all right there. Even though I do, yeah, whatever. I feel like the green over at Golden for putting is quicker than the green at strategic.
Oh, okay.
And then even the green at the short game area, I think just sucks. Just so slow.
Where's the short game?
Which I
area?
blame my poor putting
On that.
Yep. No, I'm just kidding. I just suck.
Hey, here's a question for you guys, and feel free to not answer it. No, excuse me, I'll cut this out if you don't.
Oh, if you don't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't ready to talk. So I'll start off with Devon. So what's your favorite golf course you've ever golfed at? Not the best shaped one, not the whatever, but your favorite place you've ever golfed at and why. And then Paul, if you can go after that.
Yeah.
See,
Good question. Thanks for narrating.
Oh, I don't know.
See, I think a lot of times, maybe this is better. What was the best round you've played? Most of the time, that's usually your favorite course because you had the best memory.
Yeah, I've had some good memories like
see,
that.
I don't-
But
But
maybe
I've,
there was a course that you just had a grand old time.
I don't know.
With a few many pops and just a great time.
I'll let you think for a
Because
second.
I don't.
Maybe it was Mystic Creek for Dave Fonz Memorial. No.
That was a good time. That's a good time.
See, mine would be
Whatever
Arcadia Bluffs. And Arcadia, have you ever, that
See, I haven't been to that.
That place is like
Not either.
it is like golfing on the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's
You're in a whole nother world,
the
man.
bay is right there. There's big cliff sides going down there. I think it would be like maybe you're golfing on the ocean side, like in California or something like
We
that.
did just have a conversation that we've been, because we are going up to Mackinac like in a week, and we've just been going to like the north a lot.
Right.
Traverse City we did last year, Petoskey, like it's not like they're bad places, but just like we had to go to the more low, like the western lower side. And I said, yes. And everyone always talks about Grand Haven and Holland, right? Great spots, no doubt. But I was like, you know what's even, like, what's also nice, and it's like, I think no one really, I don't know, maybe just me, but you don't hear of Ludington a lot, which is a great little town right on the water. They got a great state park right there. And I was like, you know what? We could go stay there. And then one day I'll just scoot out and go drive up to Arcadia. I was like, but then I'm like, well, it's just going to be myself. I'd rather play with like a group of buddies or something.
Right.
To enjoy that place.
Yeah.
Because
I'm sure they pair you up with people there.
Yeah, I'm sure they would. But I mean, if I'm going to drop $180 on a round, I might want to share it with someone I know.
Yeah.
Not just I
Right.
mean, that wouldn't be the worst thing ever either.
So I can remember one time when I was really big into golf, right? I've golfed a bazillion places. We used to golf 7 places up north every year, different places, me and my buddies. And we golfed at the Bear. So this is 20 plus
Very
years ago.
nice.
And I can remember the damn sand traps there. Some of them had a ladder for you to, right? For you to climb down, so you could climb down into them and hit out.
Oh my God.
Have you golfed there, Paul?
No.
I would.
But I have heard.
Yeah, there was.
It sounds like it would take me. I would just end up throwing the baller. You know what? That's my 9. I'm gonna take my 9, guys.
you have to have the arm wedge to get out of some of those, right?
Oh, dude. I mean, the Bear is amazing. I was just actually, because we're going in a couple of weeks, we got my guys' trip up to Garland in Lewiston there. and they have 4 courses
Yep.
in one spot, right? And it's like one of the oldest resorts
My brother got married there.
in Garland.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about it. Like, I'm kind of excited that we just have that many courses different to play. I think we're playing Fountains like 3 times, Swamp Fire, and then Monarch once each.
We played Swamp Fire when we were
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah.
Other than as long as you can get there when there's the damn gnats. When we went there the year that we golfed that place, the gnats around there were just unbelievable.
What time did you go?
Well, we usually went like right around June time frame, and I can remember the people in the clubhouse said,
So what's
told my one buddy that's the shitty golfer, they told him, hey, you can put a dryer sheet in your hat, it keeps the gnats away. It kept the gnats away for all of us that didn't have a dryer sheet in our hat because they all went toward him.
You should have went back in there and gave her $20. Said, "Hey,
Yeah,
thanks for
thank you.
telling him because
Right.
it only bugged him, not us."
Yeah, it was great.
But no, it just looks. I mean, I've never been there, and it looks nice.
Yeah.
And I love. We did it last year down in Illinois, where it's just kind of that one. You know, you stop and that's it. Like, you're not going anywhere. There's restaurants in the
Right.
spot.
Mm-hmm.
There's your golf. I mean, obviously we're playing. You know, we're playing what 90 holes in 96 hours, just nonstop. We're playing 8. We're stopping on the way up and playing the Dream.
Okay.
Right there over in West Branch. There's the Dream and the Nightmare. You ever heard that play?
Yep, golf them.
Have you?
Yeah.
Dude, look at this guy.
I know.
Yeah, I'm serious. I used to go when I was golfing, Paul. I was golfing a lot, and every year, so probably 7 or 8 years in a row,
Why'd you stop?
my kids started getting bored. Right, so I stopped golfing.
My kids are getting older, and I'm playing more now, baby.
Yeah.
I'm riding this wave.
Yeah, we would golf 7. We'd go up for 3 days, and we'd golf 18 holes the first day, and then 36 the next 3 days.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it with us. Right, I couldn't do it now.
Yeah.
But we'd golf 7 different places every year, and we did it for probably 7 to 10 years.
Any tips on the Dream that you can remember?
I don't remember if it was. No, I don't have a.
Yeah.
A lot of the courses run back in together with me.
Oh, for
Arcadia
sure.
Bluffs just stood out real because that was the very
yeah.
first. Another one that I really liked to play at, and again, this is 20 years ago now, was the Black Bear because it was nice and long, and there wasn't houses around it or whatever. I can't remember. I think it was like 7 miles around if you stayed on the golf path. Right. It was. Yeah. It was just. And now that I say it, that's not the Black Bear because that's the one that the elk ate up was the Black Bear, and that which, dang, it was another one that there's like
Elk.
3 or 4 courses that are together in one thing.
Did you say something about an elk?
Yeah, the elk there was a couple holes on there that were really elevated in par 3s, and you'd shoot down onto them.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of elk in the area, and they
Tree
just
tops?
no,
And
it ate the hell out of the things, and it ruined the golf course.
Oh, really?
Elk is a nice one to golf in. Is over in Atlanta, which is
Yarrow?
Nope. And they have the pig, the par 3 right off the front par 3. Then you shoot down off the hill, and there's a huge sand trap that's off to the side. It even has the little squiggly pig tail. It's shaped just like a pig, and they call it the pig.
I think I saw that
Elk.
they have on Bally's Sports. They have Golf Life, and it's Michigan golf courses.
Yeah.
And I saw the pig on it. I want to say a couple weekends ago they had it. I was like, oh, that's
That's nice.
neat.
Yeah, I think I've golfed like it just in Michigan, right? I think I've golfed like 84 different golf courses. I used to have a big list that we kept at work.
That's awesome.
Machine.
I'm trying to get on your level there, Johnny.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, you have by far surpassed me because I told you it didn't matter to me how good of a golfer, and I shoot a lot of 9 holes, right? And that but even when I was like at the top of my golf game, when I thought I was golfing the best, it didn't matter if it was a field I was golfing in, or if it was the hardest goddamn golf course. Usually, right around a 41, I could golf, never any better. And if I went on the front 9 and I golfed par, I could go to the back 9 and shoot a 50, right? Or vice versa. I could never get a front and a back to go together, right?
Yeah.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
No, you've played some courses, man, on my list. Acadia is definitely for one, man. I've been wanting to do that for a long time.
I used to have a father and son. They'd come up from down here to go salmon fishing with me every year. It was always the first part of October, and they would come up Thursday, and then they would golf Arcadia together, and then they'd come down and fish with me on Saturday, and they'd go home.
No way.
They did it for 4 years in a row, 4 or 5 years in a row.
No way.
Mm-hmm. It was a nice little.
That's a good trip.
Yeah.
I played there the first year it was
notes
open.
on that one for sure.
Yeah, I've shot there the first year it was open. We shot the Twilight because we used to golf out of coupon books, and we'd always shoot the Twilight. The most expensive course, we'd get Twilight rates and that.
Right.
So I think I paid like $85 at that time 20 years ago when it was the first year it opened, and it was the best $85 I ever spent in my life. It was so cool.
So you had to have played it like in one of the first couple years.
It was the first year it was open.
Oh, see, there you go. I was gonna say.
Yeah, it was just absolutely fabulous. That's why it sticks out in my mind so much.
Course.
Really?
Yeah, they built another one. Yeah. So now there's 2 courses. I don't see why they don't freaking put the freaking tournament there. There's so many great golf courses. I mean,
there is.
Yeah, I mean, dude, to stick it down in Detroit at the freaking Log Jam Detroit Golf Club is a joke. It's a joke, man. It's all politics.
Mm-hmm.
Elk Ridge.
Serve Detroit.
Elk Ridge is the name of the one with the pig.
Elk Ridge?
Elk Ridge.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yes, which is on the right side of the state, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. South of Alpena, right?
Yep.
Atlanta, Michigan. Not Atlanta, Georgia. Don't get confused.
Elk Ridge Golf Course is permanently closed.
Nope.
No way.
That's what the Google says.
No.
Elk Ridge Golf Course, 9400 Rouse Road, Atlanta, Michigan.
No.
49709.
You just
Permanently closed.
saddened Johnny's heart.
Yeah, that does say because my sister and brother-in-law just bought a cabin right in the outside of Atlanta, and so they're all the time saying, "Hey, why don't you guys come up?" And I thought, you know what? If I come up, maybe I'll go up there and golf. I'll be darned.
Elkwood?
Elk Ridge.
Oh, Ridge. That's why it's not even freaking coming up.
Golf Pass has a golf course is closed for business.
Yeah.
Someone probably killed the pig.
It is shut down. Well, you know what we should do? We should go up there and we should buy it.
Is that where the one with the pig?
That's the one with the pig,
I
yeah.
wonder, gosh,
That
how
sucks.
old are those Bally's Golf Life shows? Because I just saw it not too long ago. It was literally like a couple weekends ago.
Well, did your thing say when it actually shut down?
It was after 2015 because somebody commented on something and it was dated 2015.
Oh, you can buy an Elk Ridge scorecard on eBay for $8.
This thing says Elk Ridge Golf Course closed 2016.
Yep, I'm seeing that right now too. Wow, that was a really nice golf course too. A lot of tall pine on there. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it's all tree line. Well, that's unfortunate.
That's kind of like the one down in Pinckney. You ever golfed to that? What's that? It's a ridge too.
Moose
Ridge?
Moose Ridge. I haven't golfed it, but my buddy has, and he says it's just like,
You're up north.
yeah, like you're up north.
Yeah,
the way it's all set up.
Yep.
I don't know why I haven't golfed it.
That's
It's
a
right
nice-
next to my house.
It's a nice one.
Devil's Ridge. You ever golf there?
No.
No, but I've heard about
That's
it.
another nice one. And that's local.
Yeah. No, I'm jacked to get up to Garland and play that. It's just nice. Just you park and you're there for the next 4 days. You don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, you should take a dryer sheet with you.
Well, you got me thinking too. You said June, and that's right when we're gonna
If
be up
there's a
there.
little breeze, it'll take care of them. Just a nap.
Yeah, it's nothing you can't just wave. And, I mean, they didn't bother me any. I mean, they didn't all go toward Ed, right? But right, you just
I have to drink an extra beer just to
Right, yeah.
do like, I can't. Don't even know they're there.
Yeah, right. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hell, who knows? If you never golfed with a bunch of gnats flying around, maybe you'll golf better.
Right.
Hey, keeps you off the bad swing thoughts.
Right, yeah.
You know, keeps you focused on something else. Gosh, you can't even do this. Right?
Yeah, right.
There we go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Hit
And
that
maybe
one flush.
it was probably just a year that we went to, maybe, right? Who knows? I mean, kind of bugs come and go.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably more bad in like a more wet
Swamp fire.
swamp fire.
Yeah, and the fountains has got a lot of water on it too, or the lakes, right? Those are all a group of spots right in there. Those are all beautiful courses too. Fun.
Yeah, which is the one that's got like water on 16 out of the 18 holes, isn't it?
I think Swamp Fire.
Swamp Fire, right?
I think that's the one we played. I did not play well.
The lagoon up there is a really cool course too.
That's where they used to play before I got involved with this group of guys. They used to play I don't know why they left, but I don't know if it was due to something like the conditions, or maybe it was just they got a little too costly. We try to keep it in a certain respectable range.
Yeah.
You don't want to be dropping a couple grand just for a wives wouldn't approve that one.
Honey, I'm going to leave away
Gotta
for
try
the
to-
weekend, and it's going to cost this much.
Yeah, try to keep it no more than 1,000 for all said and done.
Yeah,
you know?
we stayed in the shadiest little motels, the cheapest I would put it on, right? To figure out where we were going to golf at. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we golfed, I'm not, so the 20 years ago, right? Probably a little bit, right around 20 years, I'd say. And we probably gone for about $450. All of our courses, we had a bunch of the coupon books, buy one, get one free, golf after thing or whatever, and stay in the crappiest little hotels and double room.
Yeah.
And $450.
Yeah.
Right? 20 years ago. So that's probably
Well,
$900 now, right?
Garland is $518.
Is it like a stay and play package?
So it's so two people got to share the room. They're one bedroom villas with two double beds, right? So you just two man each. That includes, so we get 36 holes on Friday, 36 holes on Saturday, and 18 on Sunday. Includes breakfast. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's all. Well, driving range is included. The whole weekend we're there.
For how much?
$518.
That's not bad.
No, not when
That's
you
a
look
lot
at
of golf
No, yeah.
and to stay there.
and to stay
That's
because
a good
I
deal.
even looked. I was obviously looking at the course. They're $115 for
Around?
18 in a car
Yeah.
at the fountains right now.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude,
That's not bad at all.
I know. I texted Mikey. I'm like, dude, did you know fountains 115 around right now? Like when we go, and then it goes up to like 135 for full season. I'm like, dude, we're playing 3 times a fountain, and then Monarch and Swampfire, they're all like $80-$90 a piece too. Like,
Right.
I'm like, dude, just in the golf alone is already
right.
our $500. Let
not-
alone
yeah.
staying and getting breakfast in the morning,
That's not bad.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We
Yeah,
get breakfast.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
We rented a cabin that slept all 8 of us one time at the Chief. We were right on the fairway. That the chief has got some damn sand bunkers that like run on the right hand side, and you'd think that you had gotten dropped like in Saudi Arabia. It would go the whole length of you have a par 4 or par 5, and the whole length of the damn thing
Was sand?
Was sand.
Really?
Right? And if you get it one of those, sand isn't so bad. The worst thing that gets me, and like out by where I live at, there's Hunter's Ridge, and that's not too far.
Yeah.
And that's it's kind of like a links course, but they got that damn heather grass.
Yeah.
I can get out of this. Bullshit.
Right? Because it just grabs
It
your
just
club.
grabs your
Right.
club.
It just turns it over.
Right. And
Yeah.
but every time the first couple I can get out of it. I get out right. And you dunk it about another foot in
There's
front
Johnny
of you.
just whacking away.
Yeah. I agree, though. I mean, I'll take bunker all day over that heather crap.
Yeah, and that's how kind of like the Arcadia Bluffs has got some of that where if it's not rock faces and stuff that's going on there, they got the heather grasses up in there.
that's
So you
right.
got the rocks and you got the heather grasses growing up in there.
Yeah, link style golf
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Right on the lakeside. I was going to say ocean side, but it's not an ocean. Lakeside.
Yeah, they got one big par 3 that you shoot like over a part of the bay, and there's cliff faces that are going down the side. It's just
awesome.
It's fabulous course. Or at least it was 20 years ago.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, and if they built a
Still
second
is
one, I'm
now,
sure it
yeah.
is.
Well, you got 20 years of nicely manicured now.
Yeah.
Right.
It's getting, even more shaped. Well, that's even like Forest Dunes. Forest Dunes is a real nice place. They got the loop where the course, it can be played two different directions, or you can go back, go out and come back completely different way and play a whole different set of 18 holes. That's why they call it the loop.
Oh, wait, where's that at?
Roscommon.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, that was huge. I remember the opening day they had that. I mean, there was celebrities up the wazoo from all sports of the world there for that opening day. But yeah, it's where they designed it where it can be played in two different directions. You're on the same golf course, but you're playing two different golf courses.
Right.
It's crazy.
That's a neat
It's a
idea.
black and the red, two different set of tees. Yeah, so that's on the list. Forest Dunes is just an incredible course as well. Treetops,
Tullymore.
Benton Harbor. I'd love to get on Crystal Downs if someone would send me an invite for that. Crystal Downs. You ever heard of Crystal Downs?
I've never heard of that one. Where's that at?
Frankfurt. And ranked.
I've golfed at the fort in Frankfurt.
Ranked number 8
Really?
in the country
Wow.
of all golf courses.
I'll let you
Private and public.
I'll be darned.
I'll let you know.
Dude. It's such a Michigan kept secret. The only reason why people know about Crystal Downs is because of like lists like this that come out and they're like, what is this?
And it sounds like a race
Crystal
course.
Downs in Michigan,
Yeah.
ranked in the top 10 in the country for all public and private golf courses.
Wow.
It is so private. Like you can't, I've been told it's hard to even find the entrance for the place up there. Like it's that random of like a driveway.
Yeah.
And then you drive in and then, there's the entrance.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Crystal Downs. I think it was ranked higher than like courses. Like, yeah, right. Is it ranked higher than there? And it is.
I mean, I don't know how up to date this is, but Crystal Downs appeared in Golf Digest, critics listing top course of the world. It has been ranked as high as number 14 in Golf's magazine top 100 courses in the world, and number 11 in Golf's Digest top 100 U.S. courses. Par 4.
Someone just came out with a
fifth
list
hole,
that I literally
par
just read.
5, 8. The par 4 fifth hole and the par 5 eighth hole are frequently cited as the two of the greatest golf holes in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. Someone just came out with a new list for this year. Maybe it was right here.
Dr. Alistair McKenzie created it following his design of the Cypress Point and prior to the creation of Augusta National.
Mm-hmm.
I think he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. No, it's like, I was shocked though. I'm like, I didn't even know about it. I'm like, what the frick is this? Like,
Well, yeah, they
and
even
I kept reading the list. I'm like, no way, it's ranked even higher than that and that. I'm like, what the crap? Like,
well, they even made the name incognito because, like I said, it sounds like a horse course, horse racing course or something.
mm-hmm. Someone just came out with it. I don't know who it was, but I mean, it was definitely a bigger name institution that came out with it, and they were like, yeah. I'm like, holy crap, this is legit. Yeah, like legit,
Yeah.
right up. You wouldn't even think Frankfurt, Benzie, like
They're just like Oakland Hills in their technology policy.
oh, dude,
Cell phones and
not
electronic
allowed.
devices must be silent mode always. Cell phone calls, voice messages, retrieval prohibited.
Mhm.
All areas of the club except the parking lot. Texting and email strictly forbidden in clubhouse, patio, golf shop, practice putting green and kart staging area.
Oh yeah, dude, it's.
Oh yeah.
So if anyone knows anybody who's a member there, that'd be nice to head up to that soon. That'd be nice.
I will join you.
Let's go. Yeah. Bring the Car and Seguin show. We will do it. We'll bring Johnny with us, and we'll do it up there.
I'll have to buy new golf shoes.
That will be the foursome right there.
Right.
Us three and whoever the heck can get us in the gate.
Yeah, word. That'd be great.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's so many great golf courses here in our state of Michigan, and I feel like not only like for even tourists, but I think like Michigan is so underrated. We don't get enough credit for what we have here. I mean, I get it, winters suck, but it's like as soon as the spring and the short summer season comes, it's like the best place on earth, by far.
Yeah.
And I even was like, I was watching Garland videos just to like see it because I've never been there. And then I found this other YouTube video where this guy was like going all over the country and was naming like the most underrated spots to find great golf courses. And I think he put Michigan as number one. Like just the amount of awesome courses that you could go play.
Right.
And just being that like the Lower Peninsula is like not that far. Like you could literally drive to all of these golf courses like within a couple hours of each other.
Right.
And they're all right there. He's like, you can't get that mix anywhere else. Most states are like, here's one and then one's way over here.
Right, yeah.
You know, if you literally take a picture of the north of Michigan, it's like there's like 10 of them. Where they're top ranked golf courses in the country, all right there. And it's like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And we don't get the highlight spot of it. It's just because the seasons are so freaking short, man.
Right. I mean, didn't it snow last week or a week and a half ago?
Yeah. I know. We were at an inspection. We were all talking about it. It's like, as soon as the summer comes, as soon as it starts to go. And I'm like, my wife hates it. Every 4th of July, I'm like, well, summer's over.
Right.
No, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. Everything is downhill from here.
Right.
She's like, what are you talking about? August is like the warmest month. I'm like, yeah, that's like 2 weeks away.
Right. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good.
It was nice. See you later.
Yep.
Bye-bye. South Carolina looks really good right now.
Well, and I think, I can't remember when we first quit golf, or I quit golf and we quit going up north, we were just starting to look at the Carolinas. I can't remember which one of the Carolinas has got a whole bunch of them all grouped together too.
Myrtle Beach has got a ton. I mean, they've been known as a golf destination spot forever, but it is like shady down there. The dirty Myrtle Beach. Actually, PGA Tour just announced today their inaugural event in 2024 in Myrtle Beach.
Is that taking the place of the Dell technology?
Which is so stupid.
I like the Dell.
Dude, it was a great... You see all the comments were like, you guys are dumb for taking away the match play.
I thought it was something different.
It is.
Something different.
And the players love it.
Yeah.
They love that grind match play kind of format. It gets them off of the normal 4-day-a-week grind, 18, that whole crap. Because you could smoke someone freaking 6 and 5 and only played 13 holes, and now I'm waiting a couple hours to go relax.
Right.
And waiting for the next match to hop on. And well, see you later, golfer Johnny.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. I got to go to a meeting in that, but Grant's going to be in good hands with you.
You're good. Good golf chat with you.
Yeah, it was fun.
84 different golf courses in Michigan.
I'll try to find my list that I kept in that because it might be over 84.
Bring it.
Right? I'll try to find it.
We want to review.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll do a 4-week series on Johnny's exploration of the state of Michigan golf courses.
Maybe we can go through and check off how many of them ain't even existing anymore.
Yeah. We'll see which ones survived the great housing depression.
Right.
Yeah. Now that we know the Elk Ridges, that's one off my list.
There's
right?
one checked off, unfortunately. Right. See ya. But no, golf is a world sport that I think everybody can relate to. You
Absolutely.
know, it's nothing better than getting outdoors, which is what we talk about all the time. But getting out there, you're enjoying some sunshine, hopefully.
Right.
It's not guaranteed every time you tee it up.
Right.
fresh air. You're whacking a white ball around. You hit some good shots. You hit some bad shots.
Hanging out with friends,
family.
Yep.
Date night with the wife, maybe
Right.
a little double date.
Right.
You got opportunities to always have an excuse to be on the golf course.
Right.
You could kill two birds with one stone. Say, hey, you wanted a date night. I wanted to play golf.
Yeah.
Voila.
You can hang around and sit in the car. And
you
sip
know what?
Margaritas.
Yeah,
and-
you know what? Have a few drinks,
Yeah.
relax after a long work week or something.
Right.
And even the better part, which I love, is just you find a good spot, a good course that's got a good grill.
Mm-hmm.
And like a little back patio deck
Oh, yeah. It's the sun's
Where-
setting.
where the sun's setting. You have some nice food, a drink, and then you can watch the guys come in and hack it up. And you're like,
Right.
oh, shoot, you see that
Yeah.
shot? 4! No, shoot, duck! No, it is always nice. I don't know if it was me and you were talking, but I used to always have when I got into golf, because I didn't get into playing golf till freshman year in high school. And then thereafter, probably through high school, every year I had my birthday party at, or dinner. Parents always took us out for birthday dinner.
Right.
I always wanted to go to Fox Creek because there was George's right there inside, and you can watch all the guys tee off and
There
come
you
in.
go.
It was perfect. So, we turn this segment and show into golf.
Right.
The best 4-letter word in the world.
Yes, sir.
Golf.
We're sold.
Well, I was going to say, what was the acronym golf stands for? Gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. And that's why we had a bad rap for a long time.
Right, yeah. I wonder why.
I wonder how they came up with the name of golf. Well, they just said, hey,
yeah.
gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. Well, it's just acronym, man.
Yeah.
Golf. I wonder if that is the truth, though.
Wasn't it?
I could see
Gentleman's
those.
game back. A lot of stuff was. That's how it was.
Right, yeah. Back in those days, because golf started way back in the 1500s.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But those kind of ways of life that they lived.
Well, yeah.
I wonder if it literally just happened in that same way. They're like, when they're coming up with the bylaws of golf, right? Like an HOA thing. And they're like, well, it says right here, gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. Let's just call it that as it is.
Yeah.
Golf.
Piece of cake.
Golf. No, it's all well. And that's actually, I was looking up some golf stats. Ladies have increased in numbers in golf the most, even over juniors. It's ladies have it just
There you go.
skyrocketed the golf industry a little bit. And rounds are actually, I think, 9% over even pre-COVID rounds.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Ultimately, most of the time you're playing, it's going to be nice weather.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it's crappy weather, normally, if it's pouring, you don't go golfing. If it's super windy, might not necessarily. Maybe take a rain check. Most of the time, it's nice weather. So
Right.
why wouldn't you want to get out?
Yeah. Well, I know COVID helped a lot of those outdoor stuff, and I know golf was one of them that
Right.
saw a huge increase during those years because it was the only thing that you were, to do, and it got a way to get outdoors,
Right.
to do something. So, yeah. Well, we'll stay tuned for Johnny's 84 list of Michigan golf courses.
Hopefully
he's
he
played.
finds it.
That'd be sweet. That'd be very interesting to see
Yeah.
and hear stories maybe that as he's reading each. Oh, I got to tell you this story. Number 4. No, gets me all excited for the trip. It's a blast. I can't wait.
I bet.
We go 18 Thursday, 36 Friday, 36 Saturday, and 18 Sunday. And then I come home Sunday afternoon, do a little celebration, Memorial Day weekend stuff Monday, and then I have a tournament Tuesday.
There you go.
I think I'll be a little primed for after all that golf, hopefully. I know it sucks though, because I gotta kind of be a little focused. I can't just be too relaxed.
What?
Well, yeah, because I got freaking my tournament a couple days later. I can't just be out there lillygagging, when I got a little Michigan Open qualifier the next 2 days away. So we'll see. But all right, well, hey, comment below in this episode your favorite golf course. We never actually finished that question. I'd have to say my favorite golf course that I've ever played. My favorite. I don't know. I'd have to probably say I don't think it's open anymore, but the Rose up north was a nice little one of those hidden gems, super tight fairways. I mean it was actually one of their, I think like their slogan was like something about don't be fooled by the distance. I mean, like tree line. These holes were tree lined. Like they were on a budget to save as many trees. You have tree, cart path, fairway, trees, like just going all the way down the shape of the holes. No, it was nice. It was just a really nice golf course. They kind of always kept it in decent shape for an up north course in the middle of nowhere. Just it was like by Tuscan area, like not very touristy at all.
Right.
So for getting a draw of people there, I'd have to say it was probably there's a club right outside. I forget the name of it. My uncle took me once. Right outside Dublin. That was really nice in Ohio. Just a fun little course. I think it's a Safari Club, golf club. I think. I don't know. It was just fun. It was a good little golf course. Haven't played too many golf courses, man. Besides just my normal.
Your normal ones. That's the way I have my normal ones, and then
the normal ones growing up, and because we didn't have a ton of money growing up, and so it was just Idlewild because that's where I worked. It was free, or Fellows Creek in Canton because our coach was the director of golf there, and we could play for $5.
Oh, there you go.
And then just being in the industry, like I don't know, Oakhurst is nice too, though in Clarkson. I've played that. It's just you go where it's free.
Well,
when you're in the industry, so your pickings are usually a little, not like slim, but you just go where there's free golf.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. That would be the smart decision.
Especially when they're like, $60, $80, $100. I'm like, well, that was nice.
Yeah.
I have to pay for that. That was good.
Take that.
Yeah. So get out there and play some golf, y'all.
Right.
Season's here.
It is upon us.
Yeah. It's a good time. Weather's coming. We got a tournament Friday, and it's looking a little grayish.
A little bit. But still plenty of time.
It's supposed to be later in the day.
Still plenty of time.
Early in the season. Get out and play.
Yep.
All right, Juan Paul Seguin with eXp Realty.
I'm Devon Carr with Gold Star Mortgage.
This is the Carr and Seguin Show. See you.
The primary purpose of this podcast series is to inform, entertain, and educate. The information, opinions, and recommendations presented in this podcast series do not constitute legal or professional advice, opinions, or endorsements of any kind. Gold Star Mortgage Financial Group, NMLS 3446, Equal Housing Lender.